Welcome everyone back to the HSC. We're going to continue where we left off in episode 2 of Trick and Treat. Let's get started. Only to realize with the surprise that is the white cat. The one from before, which made that awful meow, but this time I find it lying on the ground. It appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then what should I do? Oh, it's such a cute kitty. Pick her up. Pick up the kitty. It is best to continue without waking her. That cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. No, don't be mean to the kitty. The kitty is nice and friendly. It's just misunderstood. But even knowing that, for some strange reason, I can't find it. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it's unnatural, it is still an animal. It's a poor little kitten. I then bend down to see her closer. She is unconscious, and there is a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot. I said to myself at the same time I cleaned the blood from her mouth with a handkerchief that I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appearance a little better. Now she seemed to be peacefully asleep. Oh, such a cute kitty. Don't be mean to kitties. After a long sigh, I decided to pick her up carefully. Thank you. Oh, I was getting worried about that one. I don't know what the powers of this cat are, but if she brought me here, maybe she can return me to my world. With her in my arms, I decided that the best thing I can do is to continue walking. 2:31 a.m. Again, I find myself in the dark forest walking aimlessly, only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere. In my arms, I carry the cat, which sleeps soundly. Come here. Here you'll be safe. I suddenly stop. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again, I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I found the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale, but I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is it this forest that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. I then feel the cat move in my arms. I look down at her, confused, just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. I become quiet at that instant. For a moment, the two stayed motionless, staring into the eyes of the other. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but also there is something fascinating about them. Something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes, as if hypnotized. Until suddenly she jumps with the intention of scratching my face. Ow! My reflex is pushing her at the same time I jump back. Turning my head to dodge her claws, I manage to dodge her attack, but in the process I drop my flashlight. I panicked and acted clumsily. The flashlight falls near me, lighting up a tree in the vicinity. As soon as it lift my hands, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking before taking action. And I then light the place where the cat was. Okay. Only to discover she had arched her back angrily, as if she feared an attack from me. Those red eyes stared at me, shining with the light of the flashlight as if they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes after seeing them. I can't even think. The cat then lets out a thunderous meow, similar to the one before but weaker, although not any less frightening. There is no doubt, there is something wrong with that animal. It must be cursed. I feel how panic seizes me. My heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry and my forehead covered with cold sweat. What should I do? Oh, such a cute kitty! Confront the cat. I gotta tell the kitty it's okay. I gotta make sure the cat's okay. No, I should not disappear. I have to calm down and think carefully about what I should do. With that in mind, I take a breath deep and look again at her. Soon the expression in my eyes changes from fear to courage. I realize it is only a cat, without a doubt a strange one. But my life is not actually in danger. That isn't a tiger staring at me, but a simple cat. Apparently her only power are those weird meows. If she could kill me, she would have already done it. So I rule out that possibility. Her work must be transporting the next victim to this area of the forest, so unnaturally and shady. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk towards the cat. Her meows get louder with every step, but I don't let them scare me. Seeing that I do not turn back, she shyly takes a step back. In my mind, I smile at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I looked at her directly while advancing. Little by little, her meows become weaker, as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take her in my hands. She hardly resists at all. Not so tough now, right? You look better like this. She is trembling in my hands. She looks so helpless that I almost feel like a villain. But I must not forget all that she has done so far. It's her fault that I'm in this place. She brought me here. But if I kill her, would it be possible to go back? For a moment, that grim idea crossed my mind. I had never killed an animal. Truth is that I can't be proud of myself in doing such a thing. But if I do, maybe this legend could end here and now. Then what should I do? Oh god, this is a tough one. So, my only two options right now are kill her or keep her captured. I don't want to kill the kitty. No matter how badly I fear for my life, I will not kill that kitty. So we're going to keep her captured. But I feel like if we just kill her, something bad would happen also. So I'm trying to think this rationally, but it's a kitty. I can't kill the kitty. It is only logical that the magic should die along with the cat. That should be my ticket back. If I kill her, everything would be over tonight, and the legend would come to an end. Confident that it was for the best, I try to view it in my mind. But no matter how hard I force myself to see it, In the end, I am unable to take the life of another living being. Oh, thank God. Not a kitty, at least. A person? Maybe. Yeah. Even if it is a cursed cat serving a witch, I don't feel good killing her. I think I'm too nice for my own good. So the only thing that remains is to keep her with me, hoping that sooner or later she allows me to escape. With nothing more to think about, I decide the best thing to do is to continue my path. 2:41 a.m. It's been a few minutes since I captured the cat. Again, I found myself walking with her in my arms, led by that strange voice. How long have I been walking in this forest? Apparently not enough to make me go mad, but it should be close. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you. The voice sounds closer this time. Seems that I am going in the right direction. I don't fully trust in it, but it's the best I have. At least at first glance it seems a friendly voice. I am completely focused on my way that when I suddenly feel something bite me. Ow! Oh, what the heck? I shout in pain, realizing that the cat bit my arm. Fortunately, it wasn't a dangerous bite, but it sure was painful. With my distraction, she takes the chance to jump from my arms, falling a few steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze upon her, furious, but soon something happens that makes me forget about my anger. Suddenly, the cat is covered with a bright light. Oh God. So much that it repels the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. Under the light, its figure gradually changes until it ceases to be a cat, becomes a human figure. Good thing we did not kill it. Aww, she's kawaii. Kinda looks like the girl from RWBY though. Like she was a model for RWBY or something, you know? No longer is there a cat in front of me, but a girl with incredible beauty. I must really be going crazy. She has white hair and red eyes. She seems to about my age. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh to myself in my mind. Even at the edge of madness, it seems some things about me will never change. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time, with no fear. The girl then stares into my eyes with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to be saying something, but I am unable to hear a sound. Are you trying to tell me something? I babbled, still confused, with a face of disbelief which surely made me look stupid. Said the girl with a very low voice. I do not understand what she is saying. What? I can't hear you well. I asked, still confused. Suddenly the girl pouts in a bad mood. What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? Finally I could hear her clearly. Just in time, because it seems her patience was about to end. Okay, now I heard you. I sound annoyed. Ooh. All of my astonishment from just a few seconds ago disappears when I see the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now I don't think she will bite me, I hope. The girl then snorts with irritation. Oh, I got something in my eye. What an annoying guy I had to find, she said at the time she places a hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you have right before you, I was quick to respond. For a moment I felt annoyed at the thought that I have to teach manners to this spirit, or whatever she is. A pity, so much beauty wasted on someone so arrogant. The girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit that I can't quit. She answered without sounding very repentant, clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverts her gaze towards the surroundings as if she was bored. I see. I replied, annoyed. I just met her and I already feel I don't like her. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I must not forget who this girl is. She was the cat that started it all. Anyway, at least could you tell me why you attacked me, my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more seriously. The greetings were over. It's time to get to the important stuff. And why did you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before I knew it, my lips moved, asking another question. I cannot lie, I was angry. The girl then stares at my face. She blinks with curiosity before speaking. Does it hurt? The wound? She asked innocently. Yeah. I was quick to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say more. Of course it hurts me, silly cat. She looks at me in silence for a few seconds until suddenly she approaches me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound, said the girl once she stood right next to me. Her presence making me nervous, this girl seemed to not know what personal space is. As embarrassing as it sounds, I had never had a girl this close. If only it wasn't in this forest. I don't know why I shouldn't trust her, but strangely, something tells me that she has no bad intentions. The girl is surrounded by a calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in the forest. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with the bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sights on my wound. It will only take a moment, she said with complete confidence, and she looks up into my eyes. Could you close your eyes? She asks as she blushes slightly. I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if just a little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right, but there is nothing else I can do. Okay, I said, doing as she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment I thought she would get naked or something like that. But what kind of magic can work only when you have no clothes? I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. Come on, Axel. Keep your composure. Suddenly I feel something warm and wet touching my wound. Immediately I shoulder. Wait, what are you doing? It's a stupid question because I knew well that what she was doing. She was licking my wound. You idiot! Who said you could watch? I was quick to respond to the cat. With her cheeks red in embarrassment and her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorable troubly. Don't you see that I'm just trying to heal you? She then added in a bad mood. Sorry, I said, blushing. I thought you would do something more extraordinary. Now I'm not sure. Is she a girl who could transform into a cat, or a cat that could become a girl? Sorry to disappoint you, not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl at the same time she gives me an annoyed look. Red eyes shining with disgust. It is then that I realized that the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover that now there is no trace of it. For a couple of seconds, I stayed silent and incredulous. It seems that your treatment worked, I finally said gratefully, still looking at the spot. But of course, I have experience healing myself. answered the girl, closing her eyes and inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snore with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opened her eyes and gazed into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. My name is Axel. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked the question. I guess it was rather rude for me, completely lacking in manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly became silent. At plain sight, it was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seemed to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you remember. I said silently, remorseful. No doubt to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity seeing where you are. She looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries? She asked, narrowing her eyes as if she was trying to see the inside of my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that. I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. I made it boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convenient. Or else I wouldn't be here. Conveniencing. I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses, looks me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that stupid humans come into this forest just like you. She then said, looking at me with rejection. Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame? I replied, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looks at me disgusted. Are you an idiot? Yes. If you hadn't come, my existence would be nice and peaceful, instead of this chaos that it is every year. She said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who causes all of this. I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised as she looks at me with annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand, stupid human? Definitely, I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? I exclaimed incredulously. Blah, 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 blah. Incredulous. Big word. You attacked me and attacked my friends only to protect us? Yeah. Yes. She simply replied at the same time she nods, feeling with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Wait! I had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in here. I stopped in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying. Yes, I try to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly, as if it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little as if she felt embarrassed to remember. And why do you do that? I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives. What you say doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupted. The only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial. You are wrong. I am the good one. Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in her. I could only laugh at the comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you're good? Don't laugh. I only tried to protect you, replied Ashley, furious, while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleasant look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied sarcastically. What, she had made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was the truth. Sure, she was surely a bit wrong in the head. But it's true. You have to believe me. This time she sounded really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. Ashley then stays silent, looking at me with puppy eyes. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. If you want, hold my hand. I won't harm you, she suddenly says. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I asked distrustful, but after seeing her again, I don't think she was lying. Ashley nods with full confidence. I promise. I stare at her for a few seconds, making sure there isn't a trap. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? I asked at the same time I extended my hand. Ashley opens her eyes, surprised after hearing my question, then she stares at me with annoyance. Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of the forest, she said just as she takes my hand in one quick move. I then find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the melodious voice comes, I said, looking back for a second. I felt really curious about who she was. You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victim. Think of it as a siren, she explained in bad mood, with her eyes always looking to the front. It seemed she didn't get along well with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collected the souls of fools? I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience when dealing with a girl. If only I were more popular. Ashley stops suddenly. She then turns at me, showing me a furious face. You idiot! I already said I'm the good one. For a moment, though, I thought she was going to hit me on the head, but fortunately she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay, okay. I meekly responded as if I were a scolded child. But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion in your life. If someone wants to eat you, threaten them with indigestion, especially a witch. They do not like it. You idiot, I don't eat humans, replied Ashley, ending with an arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. And this is where we're gonna end it. Sorry guys, but yeah, it's a good place to end it. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.